I had the in-person interview. I hate the questions. You know, I got stumped a couple times. But I think he was gearing it more towards the younger generation, this job, just by the questions he was asking me. Yeah, doesn't matter. It didn't work out anyway. I got an email back, and I don't know if it's AI generated or what, but it just sounds so. How do you put it? Generated in the sense of the same spiel. We are pursuing other candidates. Thank you for applying, and thank you for taking the interest in our company, things like that. But anyway, it's he was asking me questions like, you know, are you able to move around lots and fast, and it's a really fast-paced environment, da 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 da. But of course, I said, yeah, I'm not going to say no. But just by the tone of his question and the way he presented it, was like they were looking for younger people that are more capable of moving swiftly. I'm not saying I couldn't do that, but I kind of understand. Besides, the wage was more geared toward a student or a younger person. Anyway, it wasn't a very high wage. It wasn't a very good starting wage. But it's good practice, these interviews, because, wow, the questions. I think they ask pretty much the same questions in every interview. I mean, I research and practice the questions, but I don't know. Some of the ones I can't really answer properly, I don't think. So it's just, I don't know what they want. It's just like, okay, well, the way they interview, it's not like you are a person. It's almost like you're I don't know, a subject, but not an actual person. You know, you try to bring your personality, and you try to, you know, emphasize that you're a real human. And, you know, give them the best possible answers. But anyway, I'm still doing this job search, even though I get disappointed. But I don't know what job to go after. I've been, you know, just like I'm applying for everything under the sun, and just nothing's happening. But this is in God's operation and plan, what he has. You know, maybe I'm not supposed to work. Maybe the snatching away is coming really swiftly, and what I'm doing right now is satisfactory enough, and what God has placed me in at the moment. You know, it just, when you scrape by all the time and just scrape by with what you have, it's not fun. You know, it's not a comfortable situation, which is good, because God gives us uncomfortable situations on purpose to train us and to keep us humble, because it sure as hell keeps me humble, this whole experience. And it's a beautiful display of his grace, that's for sure. So we just keep plugging along and go as God would have us go. The encouragement that I like to give you, my audience, is that God is the operator of it all, and he knows exactly what we need. And this is what he provides at every moment of every day in these mortal bodies, until we're changed and made immortal and given glorified, vivified spiritual frames, unable to be touched by death.